folks, my name is Leo and welcome to my nerd world. So today I will talk about a movie called Good Boy. It's a horror movie, okay? I will give a synopsis here and give you my opinion. This is a review of this movie, okay? But before I do that, first time here at this channel and you like this kind of content about movies, series, animes, pop culture in general here, leave a like here and subscribe, okay? You are I make sure you are in the right place to watch these videos, this kind of videos, okay? And share this video with your friends. Ask them to subscribe here. My goal is to get to have 500 subscribers, okay? We are 235, so I want 500 subscribers, okay? Help this channel, give it to support, okay? This channel needs a lot of help here, okay? And if you do it, I appreciate that, okay? So let's talk about Good Boy. It's a new horror movie, okay? From there's one streaming here. It's called Shudder, okay? So it comes from the Shudder, the streaming, okay? That because they make a lot of horror movies there, right? Only horror movies, okay? So here is about a dog, okay? So the main character here in this movie is a dog who will who's who feels the presence of supernatural. Okay, so the story is about this dog there, right? So he has his owner, right? So his owner is here. So they moved to another house. Okay, that's how it's only the owner and the dog. Okay, so only these two characters here, and they moved to another house there, and that house there's some supernatural stuff there, supernatural things there. Okay, and this dog here, okay, so this dog he could feel the presence of the supernatural, right? So and he needs to save his owner, right? So because he realized that so the owner he has is this possession of supernatural, right? So he needs to save his life, right? And I like the subtitle here. They said trust these instincts, right? So instincts means like uh, yeah. So trust these no yeah his not these his instincts. Okay, so his instincts about this dog here because he has these feelings, right? So about so he could see the supernatural comes like this, okay? So and that's why and but the owner, right? So the owner here he could realize that, right? So he could notice that, okay? And he has this possession of these supernatural stuffs here. Okay, so the supernatural, right? Uh, and the dog here. So that is really interesting about because the main character, like I said, is the dog. Okay, so the dog always see that he always sees the supernatural, right? So it's like a hallucination, right? So something like that, right? Or maybe illusions, whatever, right? And the good things here, so every time when you see the movie here, this dog, he always in the light day. So if you see carefully, so if you see here light, daylight, and daylight. Okay, so and this dog, he has a fear of darkness, right there. So he, if he keeps in this darkness there, so he stay in this darkness. He feels fear and he could see this supernatural, right? So that's why he needs the lights, okay? He needs the lights to be safe, let's put it this way. That's one part of this movie here. The owner he went to a supermarket or something like that, right? and this dog here, he stayed alone, right there, and he always used these lights to be there because it's in the house, inside of the house, it's really dark, right there. So and he feels like that's something here, right? So every time in this movie, uh, every time this dog feels that, right? So like, oh, okay, that's something here. I don't know what is it, right? So maybe in his mind, right? That's so because dogs don't talk, right? So that's the thing here. But it's really interesting that it's the first time I've seen that's the first time I've seen a horror movie that's the main character is a dog, right? That and it's only these two people here, okay? Only these two guys here. Not no more people here, right? So there are some people that there are one more person, but just appears like 5 minutes or 2 minutes like that, right? But the whole movie is like that. So the dog feels this supernatural, and he wants to save his owner, right? That's the story about. It's pretty simple then. But for me, it was like it's the best horror movie for me here. Not the best ones, right? But it's really good idea, right? So, and I think somebody has this idea like man, every movie we see here about supernatural, right? We use people, right? And we use people that and they see something wrong there, something stranger things, haha, stranger things, right? Uh, yeah, so he feels something strange in this house or whatever the place, right? That and yeah, so every movie they use people there, but why not we use dog, right, to do this as a main character here, right? So and he feels that this supernatural, right, and he's really scared about this. Yeah, he's afraid of this supernatural, right? So that's why I said he used this light. He used this light a lot there, right? In this movie, right? So. And another thing here that I love dogs, right? So, and if it was me, that if it was me, it were me to move to another house, looks like creepy, right? There, I didn't move it there, right? So I wouldn't move there. I yeah. So for me is really I never thought to live in the place which is creepy that so and we have these shadows here, right? That so, uh, right. So the thing is, the movie is really good. That and I didn't expect that because when I heard the story, somewhere on YouTube here, I think. I think I heard from the Omelette. Omelette is the name of YouTubers, right? Is the YouTube channel, right? So they always talk about movies, series, and pop culture in general, right? Like me, right? That, and they talk about this movie here, and they said there's one video they put there. So they said imagine the main character is a dog and he sees the supernatural, right? That's why I was interesting, but I didn't expect everything about. I didn't expect anything about this movie here. I didn't expect that and anything about this movie here. So, but when I saw this movie, wow, that was like a wow, great idea, right? A great idea, and there's no jump scares here. Okay, there's no jump scares, so it's just you just feel tense. You know what I mean, right? You just feel like oh my god, that's something there, right? It looks like you are the dog, right? So it looks like you are the dog here, and yep. So imagine you are this dog here. Imagine that, right? And you see this supernatural. What will you do? What would you do if you see these, right? These shadows here, right? So yeah, you will save your owner, or you, right? So you just get out there and get away, right? So run away from these shadows, right? So that's the question here, right? Then, but everybody knows that dogs, they are the best friends, the best friend of a man, right? And everybody knows that, right? So here he tries to save his owner, right? That's a good one. That so my rate for this movie here, I thought was it's not so perfect that, but not perfect that, not so bad in the movie, right? But you feel tense, right? So but the idea is really interesting that, so I like this idea to put the dog there to see these hallucinations or see these supernaturals, right? That so my rate for this movie here, I will give it 9 out of 10. Okay, I really like this movie here, uh, but nobody is talking about this movie. Okay, so only me I'm talking about this movie, and very good movie. Okay, that so I think and this movie here is not so famous, right? They said it is an independent movie. Okay, it's not, yeah, it's not a movie that to go to Oscar or something like that. It is an independent movie. Okay, that is not because there is no famous people here. Okay, that so that's all I need to talk about this movie here. So I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, leave a like here, subscribe, okay, and share this video with your friends and ask them to subscribe here because my goal here is to get 500 subscribers. Okay, we are 235 now. I want I want 500 subscribers. Okay, and have you watched this movie here? Leave put your opinion below in the comments here. Okay, and I see you on the next video. So see you. Take care.